Hello there, I'm Lenny. Welcome to the continuing adventures of Lenny Wanser. In this video, I am going to review the film Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was released on February 18th, 2022. It's rated R and has the runtime of 1 hour and 21 minutes. The film is currently streaming on Netflix, and it's a sequel to the 1974 film directed by Tobe Hooper. I am going to give a spoiler warning alert for this video because I do have to talk about some spoilers in it. So if you have not seen the film as of yet and you don't want it ruined for yourself, you're not going to want to watch this video at this time. Just a quick recap of what happens in the 1974 film. 5 friends go on a road trip to visit a grave in Harlow, Texas. There they run into a family of murderous cannibals led by a juggernaut of a man named Leatherface. And what Leatherface is famous for, besides having a chainsaw and hacking and slashing people up, is skinning his victims, cutting their faces off, and making it a mask that he wears himself. Out of that group of 5 friends, there's only one survivor. Sally is our final girl. She barely escapes with her life. And even though there is a statewide manhunt for Leatherface, he is never found. This 2022 version of the film picks up about 50 years later from the events of the original film from '74. It's not quite 50 years, but it's almost there. In this film, we meet a group of 20-somethings who happen to be social media influencers and idealists who have purchased a rundown business section, bankrupt business section, basically a ghost town in a small rural town of Texas, which happens to be Harlow. Two of the people that are in charge of the group, Dante and Melody, come across an elderly old woman that used to run an orphanage out of her house that has not vacated the premises as of yet. After pleading that she has the deed to the property and the right to be there, Mrs. C, that's her name, the lady that runs the orphanage, suffers a stroke. Along with her last long-term orphan, the sheriff and Dante's girlfriend Ruth, they rush her to get medical attention. After Miss MC passes away en route to seek medical attention, the man-orphan snaps, killing everyone within the vehicle. Cutting off the face of the already dead Miss MC, Leatherface wears it as a mask and he makes his way back to the orphanage on foot. Meanwhile, we find out that Sally, the lone survivor of the original film, after those events became a Texas Ranger who never stopped searching for Leatherface and hoping to seek revenge. Sally gets wind of the carnage that has happened and she heads to the town of Harlow. In my opinion, it seems that the writers of this film got the inspiration for their character Sally from Jamie Lee Curtis's new version of Laurie Strode in the Halloween and Halloween Kills films. Back in the town of Harlow, within that business section, Leatherface dispatches of one victim after another. He also confronts a party bus full of influencers, and as TikTokers and Instagrammers get ripped up by Leatherface's chainsaw, the people on the bus believe that it is a marketing stunt, a marketing publicity stunt, and they do what anyone would do in this situation, probably during this time period now, is they live stream the event thinking that it's fake as these people are actually getting killed. Texas Ranger Sally arrives in the town of Harlow and she gets what she's been after these many decades. That is a showdown rematch with Leatherface. And guess what happens? She gets killed. That's right. This right here is a perfect example of a pet peeve that I have with movies. And that pet peeve is anytime that a character survives horrific events, goes through something terrible, drastic, horrible. They survive, they make it through. Be it a horror film, a drama, any kind of film. They survive those events only to be brought back in a sequel and be killed off. To me, that completely negates everything that that character went through. Everything that character survived is out the window. And it's almost a slap to the viewer's face. I hate that. That is a major pet peeve of mine. I hate that style of writing. I hate it. While watching this film, it didn't feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film to me. It doesn't have that exact vibe to it. It's not horrible. It's not the worst movie that I've ever seen, but it is definitely not the best entry within this franchise. Yup, it's rating time. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best score that I can give, I give Texas Chainsaw Massacre a 6. This film is somewhat enjoyable and entertaining. Like I said, it's not horrible. It does try to add new things and new concepts to the franchise, but it doesn't come close to being as good and being in the same league as the 1974 original. But that film was so well made, and it's such a staple in psychological horror and slasher horror that is where the bar has to be set. If you got an enjoyment out of watching this video and you think it's worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. And if you like this video and you want to see others just like it, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo, which is going to be down in the corner, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video to the channel. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity to discuss these things I love. Greatly appreciate that. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.